second piece of the program will be the longest motet Bach wrote, or at least the longest motet we have, because many pieces by Bach, unfortunately, are lost. So it's very possible that he composed more pieces and they are lost forever. In any case, this wonderful motet is called Jesu, meine, Freude. Is a motet that actually not known for which reason he composed. It was not meant to be for the church service, because the motets were not sung, were not newly composed or weekly composed. The motets were just private commissioners that asked, or simply Bach wrote for himself. Some theorists say that Bach composed Jesu, meine, Freude as a training piece for the choir members of his choir. Other people say no, it's a funeral piece. It's a funeral, so it meant to be performed during a funeral. Nobody really knows. In any case, the piece we have, and we can perform actually even on Christmas. I have performed it on Christmas, which is very strange. But the piece is the longest he composed as motet, and is composed for 5 voices, so it means soprano 1, soprano 2, and then normal alto, tenor, and bass. Then the piece is very long, is 23 minutes long. So, and actually it's extremely difficult to sing. Many people perform that as a choir piece, so all the time the choir singing, but Kansai Baroque this time will perform that alternating solo and tutti within the movements. So, for example, sometimes Bach writes for 3 voices. And those 3 voices can be sung by the choir, soprano 1, soprano 2, alto, or it sometimes reduced to solo, and again the choir singing. So that constantly changing between tutti and solo, or tutti and soli, we will use a lot in the motet, in this motet. So it's completely different approach, and also a lot of color changing, In any case, this motet is, the text talks about the relation between Jesus and we, or God and we all. And so it's very complicated and deep text, maybe one of the deepest of Bach. And sometimes for Japanese people it's very difficult to grasp deeply, and not only for Japanese people, because in Europe I remember some people is like, I don't understand it. I mean, I understand the words, but it's the meaning, deep meaning, is sometimes difficult to understand. But the music is so beautiful that it helps, in a way, the meaning of the text, so it helps you to understand each section. And Bach composed it in a way. Bach liked very much the form, very clear form, and often mirror. In a mirror form. So let's say in a very balanced way, and in this case the motet has 11 numbers, and those 11 numbers are really written in a way they are like if they have a mirror in the middle. From the beginning to the middle, and from the middle to the end is the same. So the construction is incredibly sharp. And for example, the first number 1 chorale, Jesu, meine, Freude, is exactly the same music that the last chorale, Jesu, meine, Freude. But the text is a little bit different. But it's exactly the same music. So what do you do from it? You do exactly 2 times the same piece equally, or you, because you sung number 1 and then you sung 9 more numbers in between, and then you have 1 more, again the same music, so but with a different text, so you have to change the interpretation of the music in that way. And in between he used the Jesu, meine, Freude chorale which is a very old chorale from 1600. He used it in like a chorale fantasia, for example, with a long cantus firmus, which is called cantus firmus. So the chorale notes are now enlarged to whole bar, one note, whole bar, and under there are a lot of contrapoint and a lot of things going on. So he creates a new piece by enlarging the value of the notes of the chorale, the same chorale number 1 and number 11. So the chorale appears in number 1, number 3, number 7, number 9, number 11. And other pieces in between are sometimes not related to the chorale, but sometimes you see one little part and this belongs to the chorale. So he takes here and there parts from it and he makes a new piece from it. That is gonna be the second piece of the program, alternating solo and tutti very much, and as accompaniment only basso continuo, what means that is only 3 persons, the contrabass, the cello, and the organist. So I hope you enjoy this interpretation of Jesu, meine, Freude.